Hello, everyone. I wanted to speak about a testimony that happened at my school at Millersville University about a grim analogy I had that I was meditating and kind of speaking to people about. It was about how instead of torturing a criminal in such a brutal and evil way, why not torture them with goodness and cringy things like My Little Pony or Barbie? Because that stuff would really make criminals sing, you know. I told this to many people as I was on my way to my final class of anthropology. And then I met up with this girl who I didn't know, but I spoke to her about this analogy. I looked at her and she looked like something clicked in her. And she asked me to repeat this analogy. And I said something along like this, that in a short version, if you torture a criminal with brutal and awful tactics, they will remain bitter, they remain stiff, and they wouldn't talk or wouldn't communicate with you any information that they have. Or you can either torture them with good and pure things, then they'll they'll be, let's say, just couldn't withhold it. They couldn't withstand that, and they will just be singing the answers and they can stop. And in that moment, I feel God, like she said that God was speaking to her in that moment, and I believe God has spoke through me to her about the issues of speaking evil or speaking what is evil. Like just saying, just speak what is good rather than speaking what is evil. And these verses come to mind when I hear things like this. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 6 says, "For God, who said, 'Let light shine out of darkness,' have sown in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Jesus Christ." And it says in verse 18, verses 21, saying, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it eat of its fruits." I believe that in that testimony, God revealed that what you say can bring death to someone, and what you can say can also bring life in someone. And through that moment, we got to be careful what we say and do. And at times, even through the darkest things in life, God can show wisdom and light through things that, as grim as my analogy. And I want to say, God bless you all and have a good night.